Hello and welcome back to Rel Reacts to Billboard's #1 hits throughout the ages. We got the last song, 1959. Let me just double check. Does it go into 1960? It does not. So this was #1 for 1 week on December 28th. It's another Frankie Avalon tune. You will remember, for those of you following along at home, we did Frankie Avalon had his first #1 in March of 1959, which was #1 for 5 weeks. This was his second and last #1 single. It was only #1 for 1 week. It's a song called Why, and Donny Osmond also did a version like 14 years later. But we're not going to talk about that. Who else? And Anthony Newley? That name rings a bell, but I don't know who he is. English actor or something. My wife will know. I do not. And a French singer called Dalida, who I have never heard of. Never heard of her. So this is a song called Why, which was written by Avalon's manager and record producer Robert Bob Marcucci. Sorry, Bob, if I got that wrong. And yeah, it was based on an Italian song, apparently. There you go. Let's have a little listen to Frankie Avalon and his last #1 single, and the last #1 single of the 1950s on the Billboard 100. Momentous occasion for them both. Frankie Avalon with Why. Look at him, Winnie Handsome. Nice flat top.
I'll never let you go. Why? Because I love you. I'll always love you so. Why? Because you love me. No broken hearts for us, 'cause we love each other. And with our faith and trust, there could be no other. Why? 'Cause I love you. Why? 'Cause you love me. I think you're awfully sweet. Why? Because I love you. You say I'm your special treat. Why? Because you love me. We found the perfect love. Yes, a love that's yours and mine. I love you and you love me all the time.
Aww.
I'll never let you go. Why? Because I love you.
Yes, I love you.
I'll always love you so. Why? Because you love me.
Yes, you love me. We found the perfect love. Yes, a love that's yours and mine. I love you and you love me. I love you and you love me. We'll love each other, dear, forever.
Aww. That wasn't so bad, was it? That was nice. That was sweet. That was very 50s, and I, for one, think that's a good way to top off 1959. Good old Frankie. What a lad. That was a lovely song. That female singer was uncredited and no one really knows who she is, but I think it might be Fran Laurie, and I don't know who that is. She doesn't even have a page on Wikipedia. So I hope she got paid for it at least. Anyway, yeah, the song was okay. It's another one. It's very reminiscent of its time, isn't it? The 50s. And I don't know how long into the 60s before we start getting into the stuff which doesn't carry the 50s baggage with it. But it was very nice, very, I am assuming, radio friendly for the time. And probably in that week after Christmas, sold like hotcakes. I wouldn't be surprised if loads of people bought copies in the week leading up to Christmas for presents, and that's why it hit number 1. That seems like the kind of album in the 50s that you would buy a young teen girl, especially with the, you know, the constant reprise of I Love You in there, and they can go, oh, you're singing about me, as I'm sure they do, or did. Anyway, good old Frankie Avalon. What a champ. Would go on to be an angel in Greece, which is where I know him from. And that was his song, Why? Last song to hit number 1 in the 1950s. And we'll be getting on to the 1960s next, with a bunch of people that I've never heard of, for the first 3 anyway. Until then, I hope you all have a good time, and I hope you will see me next in my next video. Until then, cheerio, goodbye. Alright boys and girls, that's it for me tonight.